location, Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soon enough. And the Sooners will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rebels offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Handoff to Jones. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another.
He's loose on the right. Past the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
And when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do. And you think you can make...
Taking a shot on the first play. And he reels it in inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Sooners look to do some damage in the red zone. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways
about it. Single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing in the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll try the run. Fights off a defender.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They're bringing heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
A little screen to the running back. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Rebels line up to punt it away. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. A first down for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On second down, wants to throw it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Vanderbilt is going to walk off the field there in Nashville with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. After the flag, distance for a first down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. And off to Jones. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. This offense set up with a 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes a stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. And the Rebels are marching down the field. Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Encroachment, defense. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. Work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Landry. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The aerial assault continues. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Now on 2nd down. The play action fake. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterbacks, making life really, really hard. That's 2 on the day. Let's see how many he gets today.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Splits the uprights. It's good. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think
he holds it in, and nobody's close. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. A strike downfield. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Snags it. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Feeling some heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll go to the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the arc. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First down here for the offense. crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Sooners in the hurry up. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Good timing on the quick out. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Going up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Grab near the marker. It sucks. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grabbed over the middle. It's Becker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. It is good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
He'll start this drive firing. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires to the middle. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Sooners will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The give to the back. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Landry. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Rebels are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Touchdown, Rebels! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing with it.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. 1st down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got his man quickly. He's brought down solid. Pick up on a little bit short of the 1st down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look
say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
And the Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to...
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jones. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. A new set of downs after the completion. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It sucks. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Scrambling away. Still on his feet at the 45. And the ball's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to throw.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Using the quick game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds him out of the backfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They want to just keep throwing it. He's right on target. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Trying play action. Now improvising. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
DB's right up on the receivers. Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Fires to the tight end. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. Snags it on the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Wide open, he makes the catch. He's loose. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going continue. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 13 over Appalachian State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, he makes the catch. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Lining up from the 34 on first down. He's going to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Jones. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. On second down, looking again to throw. Getting some heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He'll just keep slinging it. And the quarterback is snowed under. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Becker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires on the move. And that pass intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Off play action. Fires one high and deep. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown Sooners! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the returner will be brought down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're trying to get to it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout is called with just a single second left. He's looking for a man on second down. He wants a big play here late. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. A strong, methodical work.